I've received quite a few DMs in my Instagram inbox sending me videos or posts from other people claiming that high-fat carnivore causes insulin resistance. What's interesting is that I don't disagree. There are actually some scenarios where high-fat carnivore can cause insulin resistance and excessive weight gain. So in this video, I'm going to unpack the reasons why and how to avoid this from happening. I'm going to provide details for you to learn how to properly fat adapt, become insulin sensitive, and torch your own body fat with a high-fat carnivore diet. Reason number one, right out the gate, full transparency, I've seen it happen hundreds of times. People are not guided properly. They are told, dive right in, eat until you're Thanksgiving full, start eating a stick of butter per day. They're told just go all in with high-fat carnivore. And while I really respect and honor people who do this, you're taking a massive risk. Okay, so what I usually suggest is for people to establish a baseline. What is that? It's a general idea of your starting point. This is how you can avoid gaining excessive weight. If you've never tracked your macros, you have no idea how many grams of carbs, fat, and protein you're eating per day. You have no idea how much energy you're consuming versus burning, right? Calories aren't everything, but they do matter. And so if you triple your caloric intake overnight, you can run into insulin resistance. You will be storing fat. Unfortunately, a lot of people are led to believe that this is safe to do simply because you're not eating carbs. Your body still needs to do something with all of that energy you're consuming in the form of fat. Another scenario where insulin resistance could actually happen with a high-fat carnivore diet is when they're improperly fat adapting. And so when someone just goes cold turkey with the carbs and they're not dialed in with their circadian health, they're not sleeping at night, maybe they already have adrenal or thyroid issues, their central nervous system is taxed, it is not going to respond well if you just rip away your only energy source that it knows, which is glucose. What we need to do is slowly titrate down the carbs while you're slowly titrating up the dietary fat. And this will train your body over time to recognize that fat is a more efficient fuel source. When this happens, fat adaptation can take place. This swap alone can take months. This is part of why my minimum for one-on-one coaching is 90 days, because most people don't realize this adaptation, the proper adaptation, does not happen overnight. It's not just about what you eat or what you're not eating. It's about how you do it. Extra cortisol from being stressed out with zero energy will blunt fat oxidation and give rise to insulin resistance. The last scenario that I want to share that could actually contribute to insulin resistance within the context of a high-fat carnivore diet. Maybe this person did slowly adapt, but they're eating the wrong types of fat. I talk about lipid profiles quite frequently because they are key, especially if you're hitting a wall with adrenal health, energy, libido, fertility, or weight loss, or even skin issues and inflammation, chronic pain. All of these are heavily involved in the types of fats that you're consuming. Whether or not someone is eating the standard American diet or the carnivore diet, this is the reality that the lipid profiles of different animals, like pork, chicken versus beef and lamb, make a massive difference in your body's ability to heal and upregulate versus downregulate and become more inflamed. So here's what I would highly advise you emphasize if you are doing a high-fat carnivore diet: saturated animal fats. These are going to be coming from ruminant animals: beef, lamb, bison, goat, veal, butter, tallow, ghee, suet. These are all saturated animal fats. These are the type of fat that your body loves to use for fuel. It's anti-inflammatory and it's loaded with nutrients like omega-3s, stearic acid, conjugated linoleic acid that only encourage your body to be a better fat burning machine. These are going to support your mitochondria. The fats that I would recommend limiting, and I don't say cutting them out completely because variety is important, but I would limit fat coming from pork and fat coming from chicken. Why? Pigs and chickens do not filter their toxins like ruminant animals do. Pigs and chickens have more polyunsaturated fats. These polyunsaturated fats, or PUFAs, are not readily used by the body like saturated fats are. So if you are trying to train your body to be a fat burning machine, but you're putting the wrong fuel in your tank, you are going to hit a wall. A lot of people will end up with more inflammation, skin issues, weight gain, and low energy, because this is the wrong type of fat for your body to be burning for fuel. The last thing I will note is to be very careful what you're including here and there. If you're getting into anything with seed oils, you need to stop that. Seed oils will reside in your body for at least the next 680 days, 2 years. They have a half-life, and depending on the cells in your body, it could last up to 10 years. That's insane. Seed oils are my non-negotiable. I don't touch them. What might surprise you though is that olive oil and avocado oil sort of mimic seed oils in a way. They're not as bad. Don't hear me say they're the same as canola oil, but in our country especially, olive oil is so adulterated. I have worked with people who were in the olive oil industry. They harvested olives from the Jordan and they were selling the premium quality olive oil, and they literally quit that career because no one was willing to pay enough for what you have to pay to get truly pure olive oil. I don't trust the olive oil in this country, period. Now, even if you're getting the purest quality olive oil, for individuals who are in a deep healing journey, I would still recommend removing it for a season. Not forever, but for a season. Why? Olive oil still has a significant amount of linoleic acid, which is inflammatory. This is in the best case scenario, pure olive oil. Does it have compounds that can be beneficial? Absolutely. But if you are already dealing with inflammation, gut issues, olive oil really isn't going to serve you. You're gonna get the best bang for your buck using animal fats, which contain the nutrients that your body needs. Remember, plant fats, they're just an energy source. They don't contain bioavailable nutrients and vitamins like animal fats do. I hope that this clarifies some of your confusion on the high-fat carnivore diet. It's not about the diet, it's about how you do it and the context. If you need help adapting to a carnivore, or animal-based diet, if you need help fine-tuning a way of eating that doesn't involve a label, I would be thrilled to help you do that. I'm going to be launching my group coaching very, very soon, and I'm still doing one-on-one coaching with limited clients. If you're interested, check out the links below.